watch this. I do apologize for yesterday. I don't know what happened between the internet cutting out, me not being able to stream, me not being able to make a party. Everything just went to shit, and then on top of that, it had an update, mandatory. I just got the 1.04 update for you guys. Anyway, if I do remember correctly, I was walking the people who don't know how through to get the walking people who don't know how to do it to get through and get the covetous silver serpent ring. Ah, damn. Anyway, not a big deal. The glitch is if you can get it right, which I so obviously cannot, you can get the covetous silver serpent ring early, as well as unlock Spunkily the Crow, or this version of the game's Humperum incredibly early, as in right when you first start off the game. Now, as I probably said before in the last video, this is going to be a axe pyromancy build, so it's going to be a strength faith build. So I'm going to be using different heavy items like the butcher's axe, the black knight's great axe, stuff like that. And since, you know, black knight great axe is one of my favorite weapons from 1, that's probably going to be an automatic yes. And I will go through, I will show you all the boss cinematics, everything to do with You
saw Kanye up top?
Yeah.
Kimberly down here?
Yes. Alright. So yes. It was one of my favorites to begin the game with. Well, not begin the game with, but it was one of my favorite weapons to just mess around with, to play with for PvP, for PvE. I don't know, that uppercut was just beautiful. Why my face got painted with blood quick. As you guys probably know and don't really care to know, these guys, otherwise known as the Protective Man or the Bitch Afflicted, are all throughout the game. As optional and or fully... Damn. There we go. Alright, so the Pussive Man are all throughout the game as pretty much extra enemies, although they do give you embers and titanite shards upon killing them, which makes them a highly desirable farming enemy, and really easy too if you know what to do, how to do it, and how to get away. As you saw, I was a little sloppy there. Oh, just like I was right there. But I'm still getting used to the Dark Souls 3, or the Dark Souls, I suppose, playstyle. After playing 2 for so long, being rusty is probably about the right word for it. But, as you saw there, the longbow and 12 standard arrows can be found at the top of this first tower right when you come in, guarded by a Pussive Man. And about, 8 or 9, 10, something like that, normal enemies. Here we can see the first major shortcut in the game. It opens up to just before the first boss of this area, which is the Vort of the Boreal Valley. Oh, cool, raw gem. Not like I'll be needing it, but still. And this is my first run through on a Pyromancer or any kind of spellcaster type build. So this will be a new experience for me as well as for you, or, not, because I know a lot of people are going through as Pyromancers or going through as spellcasters, hexers, stuff like that, and I just personally never been one of my favorites to go through as a spellcaster. And since I am going to be using a parry shield, it's going to be really interesting to see how I get back into parrying, and if I'm good, if I'm not good, anything like that. And for all you spellcasters, up here is where you find the binoculars, which are all too useful for any kind of spellcaster slash long range miracle users who just want to aim, but they are too far away for you to do the conventional lock-on aiming. I'm just gonna kill these guys because free souls, and why not? Here you get some, look at that, gold pine resin. And, nope, not today. Oh wow. And in the beginning, and probably towards the end of the game, you will see me kind of backstab fish a little bit. Not really that I mean to, or that I want to, but it's more of a engaging experience. Messed up that kick bad. Alright. Well, shit. You asshole. Well, it was pretty clear when we first got into this that this was going to be Dark Souls. So, this is the unadulterated, full death, encompassed Let's Play. So, we will be doing this. And for the people who are wondering why I tried to run under a dragon, that is simply because I saw a door. I actually, going through on here, I never really paid much attention to the scenery or to the extra items or anything like that, so I didn't get a lot of stuff in the first areas. Going back in New Game Plus, I don't know if they're just New Game Plus centered or if it's just every new game. But there are some items that are actually really good to get in the beginning of the game, like for example the gold pine res and stuff like that. And I've actually never been that little side path to the Under the Dragon, so first time going up through under there and seeing what's over there. Yeah, so for anyone new to the series, you see how the mouth opens and closes? That is a telltale sign of a mimic. Alright, I'm actually kind of liking the outcry ability here. It's pretty cool, I like it. It does a good bit of damage here. It's a good damage boost, and I know for the heavier weapons you can do strings of attack as well, which I'll be looking forward to trying out as we progress on our axe character. Since you know I will be on a faith build. This is deep battle axe. Okay, that's not working. Damn. I am really rusty when it comes to parrying. Or at least on the faster enemies than me. And simply because the the Covenant best for a Pyromancer now is the Mad Phantoms for some reason. I don't know why or how or what possessed the developers to do so, but in the Mound Makers Covenant there are more pyromancy related rewards, so obviously on a Pyromancer it makes more sense to simply join the Mound Makers. Okay. That's more like it. Well, damn. That's the first time I've ever been able to do that. Not parry, but just one shot a Lothar Ignite on a parry. So, that's good. But yes. Oh shit, I completely forgot. I do in fact need to no, well I did. But last time I played I did forget that I did die up at the top of the rafters in Firelink, and going and dying here means I just lost like 8,000 souls or something like that. So probably a little bit here after I clear the way, give you guys a few pointers on where everything's at. I will level up before we start the Vort boss fight. Alright, let's see. I just showed you that is the second bonfire, and it is the tower on the wall. From there you can go take the long way to Vort, which is pretty notable. Here, however, we do have a little side area for NPC questline, pretty much only. There's no notable loot here, other than the Mailbreaker, as you just saw. It is what the sorcery class starts out with. Other than that, as you can see, it is locked. We do find the key in the level. It is somewhat fully accessible, so there's that. Back in the corner here, right when you walk in, there were a few throwing knives, which do come in handy when you're trying to stagger a foe. I'm just gonna go ahead and set everything up here. Alright, this looks good. Looking good. But yeah, the Deep Battle Axe is actually turning out to be a pretty good weapon. 103 and 103. Unfortunately, it does not scale, which is why there are a few gems that I'm looking forward to picking up later game. Simply because they have that fire damage gem that just scales on everything, and it's beautiful and it's amazing and I love it. But here again, we're about to see a Pussive Man. also around the corner over here, you will find a Titanite lizard hiding around the second pillar. It's just a normal drop for the raw gem. Nothing too big. This area is chock full of different souls and different things you can get. And I believe this area is one of them. Here you get the black fire bombs, which are suggestive use against the winged knight back down there, who are even later in the game still rather difficult to handle, slash just difficult all around. Not because, you know, anything too bad. They're pretty decent enemies. They're not too overpowered, but they are very hard hitters, and they do have a lot of health. There you got Undead Hunter Charms. Undead Hunter Charms pretty much serve as the new Lord's Talismans. These guys are actually really smart. They will attempt to backstab you. Here you get an early Titanite Shard, which are always very useful, especially since the Titanite levels have gone up drastically. Ah, fuck. Wow, this thing actually has really good backstab. And I am... what is the backstab on this? 100 only? Wow, okay. It might just be that early enemies are weak to dark. If so, that is okay by me. Some green blossoms, and it looks like you can actually drop down right there, but it doesn't look like there's any notable stuff. Come back and check it out. Oh, it does look like there are a lot of enemies here. What's my dexterity at? Not enough. Suigo Kite Shield. Gotcha. Wow, that tracking was on point. Another thing I really like slash hate about the game is the good tracking and how everything follows up like that. Well, I hate to end it here. It has been 20 minutes, and so part 2 will be uploaded promptly after the stream. I hope to see you guys later, and have a nice day.